发现是正反之后，大概是这个留下了这个尸体上的线索。线索之后并是确定是什么状况。然后我这次在这里讲去想两件事情都做。是之前在对的 PC 找不到，所以我现在都找到了，就在
So many people who could use my help here.
Good evening, Xiao Shun.
晚上好, Dr. Reed. It's good to see you again.
Jesus Christ, 这么写。
What are you doing with your time now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to help the poor and sick of the neighborhood by handing out medicine.
That's very charitable of you. But why do it at night?
I've noticed that the most desperate people tend to go out after dark. Hence my presence, to help them when I can.
Giving out medicine? How can you afford to do that?
I am a rich widow, Dr. Reed. My departed husband left me enough money to last the rest of my life. I can spend some on those who don't have any.
Why don't you move to a better neighborhood?
I thought about it, I confess. To go back to the same empty home every day still hurts me a lot.
Why stay here then?
I am a woman of habit, Dr. Reed. And for now, I am happier being useful in a familiar place than I would be anywhere else.
How do you feel now that you're back in Whitechapel?
I've decided to follow your advice, sir. I won't forget the dead, but my efforts will be for the living.
Try not to lose yourself in the process. I've seen patients deny their own pain by focusing on the pain of others.
To be completely honest with you, I'm also doing this for myself. If I'm destined to survive this epidemic, I need my life to have some purpose.
Do you still think about your departed husband?
Of course I do. I'll never forget my beloved Matthew, but how do I put it? Now I miss him more than I want him back.
I know what you mean. And I think it means you're getting better.
Maybe death will take me the way it took Matthew, without warning and without mercy. But until then, I live on.
Goodbye for now.
相信请继续保持。行驶之前，山顶就是要进行中间加行
Price, good quality. Cap. 求知巨星，亲爱的儿子，再次看一个造船厂是做神奇的一个剧场。感谢你对宝贵的时间向我们介绍基本生活和自己事实的系统。但必须想到这种公司的政策权体制，雇佣罪犯前途可惜。臭长失血性，是在时间间的建设分歧以及我公司希望多项对于未来想调查的事。想调查的事，总是摆在脸上，将近期 Oh, take a look. Don't be afraid.
，Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
Yes.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Would it ease tensions with your father if he got an honest job? Because he tried, you know.
I can't say. I'd be glad if he dropped his thuggish activities, but I'm not sure it would be enough.
Why is that?
Sometimes I suspect it's me, Dr. Reed. Or it's this life. It's like I can't find my place.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
You again? What do you want this time?
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job. And I know I made some bad choices, but I'm a wet boot boy now. And people won't forget it.
You could leave tomorrow. Start another life in another town.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. We are poor. My son's weak. And there's no way he'll endure another disappointment.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson. 29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me? There's been a fight here.
大闹着，发生什么事？真正还是被杀了的人？还是袭击你们？是你们来的。
This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that? Where does this blood trail lead?
Are you deaf? Cross the legs, boys!
So much blood. Whoever was killed got dried out.
We're being misled. Or worse, we're being baited by leeches playing a nasty game.
Why drag the poor wench across all these streets to let her expire and be found here?
You're surprising. Occasionally.
God walks with me. Die, vermin! Beast must die.
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire. Only a golden watch in her pockets. Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out. This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family.
I see you.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
Jonathan.
What was that?
Jesus. Chill.
I won't let you escape.
那我看的时候，我听见这个的声音。我去给视线放远点，去前，给瞥见什么东西。
You're very fast, but I'll catch you.
Now catch you.
They've all been butchered. I can still sense a presence. I feel someone's eyes upon my neck.
You! What have you done?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary.
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital. Cemetery to cemetery. Grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were. In front of me. On a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
So that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head, one in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good.
这个小小的一部他们怎么搞的？这里面我记得提过西西弗人，西西弗人这么协议，哎，考虑到繁殖的话必须喝下你的协议，是故事开始的时候摇了嘛。在这种情况下，产生出来的应该是 Skull 系统，是尸骨才是，可是它看起来完全阴暗暗的，这完全就是协议。谁给了他协议？还是这种叫什么？我还不知道的繁殖原理的作用。我还没想到。算了。
Leia!
去啊！
You killed me! Rest in peace, monster. Assassin! What have you done? Abomination! You left me! You've spared the precious Nurse Crane, but not your own Mary. Come to me, Jonathan. Give me your blood, priest. Their final thoughts are just to die for. Kiss me again, sweet brother. Kinslayer! Abomination! Come to me, Jonathan. me again, sweet brother. Rest in peace, monster. What have you done? Come to me, Jonathan. Rest in peace, monster.
What the?
I'll make you kneel like a dog, just as you did to Sean Hampton.
我听到你说什么了？确实，我也觉得不该叫他跪下。天哪！刚才发生什么事了？那么有剧情呢？让在原地爆炸。
Please help me!
Shut your mouth!
In the name of Christ!
Abomination! Kinsler, kiss me again, sweet brother. Assassin! What have you done? You've spared the precious Nurse Crane, but not your own Mary. Give me your blood, priest. Their final thoughts are just to die for. Come to me, Jonathan. You left me to rot in this grave. Rest in peace, monster. Assassin! You've killed me, brother!
And I'll kill you instead.
What have you done? You left me to rot in this grave! Rest in peace, monster. Kiss me again, sweet brother. Just as you did to Sean Hampton! Come to me, Jonathan. What have you done? Come to me, Jonathan. Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Then, at last, I can forgive you.
要花多久？像无产那样。
Blood. As I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister, I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
刚才那个过场动画的时候，有一瞬间还有点担心，有什么技术还以为在跑完之后有一种感觉，就是乔纳森分享起来持续下去。看起来还没结束。
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Yeah, yeah, sure. 所以你现在可以找斯旺西医生讲话，其他地区没什么新的东西，这边没什么特别的，然后就是眼前信。检查一下。 攻击有过猛，地上有红色的爆炸。
Jonathan, old chap, how are you tonight? I've seen little of you of late.
I was conducting research in my room, away from the nightly routines.
Of course, of course. Worry not, I understand. The situation has been testy around here. I won't deny it, but we still stand.
What news do you bring?
The news is not good, my friend. We try to keep the epidemic at bay, but street violence is escalating quickly.
How bad is the epidemic?
It is killing the infected patients faster, in less than 2 days now. The only blessing is that they are contagious for a shorter period.
Tell me more about the violence.
Jeffrey McCallum seems to have sent his war dogs on a hunt. On a nightly basis, Pre-Wen patrols exterminate every skull and vampire they find.
Have they come closer to the hospital?
No. They mainly focus on fallen districts or abandoned buildings. But they're growing in numbers. They must be recruiting heavily.
Have you any reliable friends in the West End who might assist me?
Unfortunately, you will be alone. Except for our ravishing red-headed acquaintance, of course.
What about the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole? Where are they?
There are only a few of us, and most others would not speak to you. I am the black sheep of our brotherly flock, you know.
Oh my!
What of my commission here at Pembroke Hospital?
Nothing to fear, Jonathan. Your position here is in no jeopardy. You remain one of us, and you are always most welcome.
I have received an alarming letter from Lady Ashbury. She wants me to meet her at her house. I have been granted safe passage.
Then you are twice fortunate. I have never been invited to the lady's mansion. And with the quarantine and controls, city access is nigh impossible.
Is the quarantine serving any purpose?
It is helping slow the propagation of the epidemic. But as long as we have no clue to its origin, its efficiency is limited.
Why have you never entered the lady's house? You are one of her good friends, are you not?
My dear Jonathan, you have no idea how reclusive the good lady normally is. Nor in what great esteem she must hold you to let you into her domain.
Are you jealous?
Thank you, Edgar. We shall speak again later.
Ashbury 的邀请信，亲爱的领队首相，尽快收到荣幸，有急需跟你谈。如今西区的形势况如下，我相信我们现在有极大的危险。布林警卫队已经在伦敦展开大猎杀行动，好几关守在梯井搜寻，杀害你的所有高等级。雷德格雷夫勋爵阿斯卡隆同行会长最近联络我，他想能够尽快见到你，请在任何方面与我这个，我们必须讨论关于这一切。随信还可以发现，依证官方通行证，
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
从你的第一句话来判断，我觉得应该没有任何心情。是的。
Do you need my assistance?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm capable of dealing with this myself. I've just not taken the time to do so.
Shut up. Take it.
Then you are lucky that I have taken the time to do so. Consider it a gesture of solidarity between professionals.
I wish this hospital could have received as much attention from you, Dr. Reed. We do not see you in surgery very often.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
哎，你对手用剑安慰我，先说对不起。
Good evening, Mr. Vbug.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Nope. 就跟你对话说。
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
Really? Why has no one else asked me that since I got here? I thought I was in a hospital.
Shut up. Take it.
Unfortunately, you are not the only person who needs help. And complaining about it won't do you any good.
Well, perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. I'm sure if me missus was still alive, she wouldn't be happy with me going on like this.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Vbug. I'll see you later.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me...
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
比你好。
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
Do you know you're the only one who's asked me this? No, I don't feel well, actually.
Despite what you think about this place, I can tell you with absolute certainty, taking this will help you recover.
Well, at least your reputation seems well-deserved. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for this hospital.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again. Please, of course. Good evening.
Do you need medical attention?
Well, the proximity of the dead is not the most healthy company, even if the quiet can be appreciated.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease.
And that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye. Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
Not really. I think I caught something in this bloody hospital. I swear I'm dead, yet smiling inside, Dr. Reed.
不是发现是不是医院已经传就翻进去。
As long as you remain here, I will make sure you don't have to worry about your health.
Don't think you can do much about it. Damage is done.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
这个大清理过，哦，清理过了，哦，讲讲。
It's here again.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
And destroy sound.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what...
Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital. It's a sad state of affairs when even the hospital workers are worried about disease.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't fall sick often. But thanks anyway.
Goodbye, Milton. Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require medical assistance, Nurse?
I will be fine, as soon as I can get some sleep.
Shut up and take it.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if you're sick. Take this, and do try to get some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed. Thank you.
Goodbye, Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
If only I were young again.
Easy does it, boys. We can do this. I'll send you to hell. Die! Die, please. Get it! All of you. You'll pay for this! All of you bloody leeches need killing! Killing what you deserve. Fucking beast!
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away! Whoever you are!
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I am not your champion.
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence! I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
I'm the chosen one. Yay!
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
All of your bloody leeches need killing! Yes! Feed me!
就是这样。哎呀，你手上拿的是什么？真是。
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him, but I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I felt this power, radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Priwen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course, to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why, truly, did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Will they fight the guard of Priwen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Will they fight?
I doubt it.
Will they?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first. But it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help? Since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself.
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Why meet them then?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
They have done nothing but impede my investigations since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
How powerful is his reach?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
Any familiar or famous names?
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is considered ideal Ascalon material and has been watched for years.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
Why start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us is the cause of the epidemic.
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Ascalon, accept their proposition, and use their influence to promote your agenda.
How can I save London?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
Please forgive my bluntness, but I have to ask. Was it you? Did you make me?
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal, but I swear, I had nothing to do with it.
You have no idea at all? You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No. You will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
Will you not visit Pembroke again?
No. I must remain discreet and avoid attracting attention to Pembroke Hospital for the time being.
But how will you sustain yourself?
I shall not, Jonathan. Fear not. I'm used to it.
关于医院已经吸引了够多住院员和头头这一家跑来这边找架吵什么。
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose. Fear not, my dear. I shall only be a heart's beat away.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
我还想让他们在家搜刮一番呢，真是。这游戏的声音，各方面的声音太好听了。现在可以再回去吗？哇！千万不会觉得不高兴，然后把我踢出来就。Yes， 今天搜刮完他家，就结束了。另一家也是素材。私人日记。1913年5月9日，经过晚间接诊，觉得病人一点就会悲伤。看那些来人讲的病例，赤诚大方，是试图尽一份力，也是真的试图帮助这些人，尽管他还杀死了其中一个。一切都发生在我身体没注意到的消失，当他再次出现了的时候，我更加有力，更加无可发怒。立刻知道该发生什么事，夺走一条生命。而我什么都没看见，沉默着回了家。如果我将来变成那样，我是不会以垂死之人为食，以罪人的自暴之人为食。不论能多次what？ 你有女儿？1914年9月13日，今天下午刚才参加城区父母投票权的活动时，2人试图在他后巷里堵住我，竭尽全力达成要求，向母亲曾经进没有，如果不是一个士兵离我远点，知道要发生什么，哪怕是我母亲还是会拒绝我。他什么也没说就离开了，这整件事让我很伤心。但母亲在夜里显得格外对不起，完全不是事情我告诉了他，包括最后会原谅我。 剧，觉得有点沮丧，母亲没有冲出去，全部付出代价。如果我是吸血鬼，不会那么仁慈，怎么会是对他有利？这样对吧？接着呢，昨天晚上我和母亲大吵架，她有一次拒绝报名这个小专业。当然，如果你保持这么冲动的态度的话，就算变了也没办法多久。我提醒了他那两个人在那条街上就做的事，以及如果我和他一样的话，说如果呢带着武器的话，事情会多么不好。他只是笑了笑，并告诉我对这个事情是应对各种情况。我不太明白他的意思，但这种寂寞跟他离开家去了妹妹离家并在那里待了一整天，也许是我的错，也许是时候离开母亲的房子去过我自己的生活。想来不一样，会想念我的母亲，但他拒绝谈的转化使我感到十分沮丧。尽管我既非常有兴奋，又打算彻底离开中国，母亲同意让我在伦敦继续过自己的公寓，条件是离他的房子不能太远。我不得不答应他，我会非常小心。我告诉他，他则告诉我，他为我感到骄傲。我现在明白了，他只是希望我能像他那样坚强地度过。必须承认，我非常感谢他这些年的教育给我的一切。他造就了今天，现在轮到我自己选择应该从这里走向何方了。不过，我要以我的人生做什么，我会取决于自己。我只知道，如果我选择成为一个优秀者，这份选择将会与目前无关，于这是我自己的人生，对自己的行为负有责任。不过如果你还是有那种冲动想法的话，最好不要。下午的 Ashburn， 所以他有一名两个在新的区域。谁的笑下？
It's locked.
Oh no!
It's
让人灵感乍现的 Lady Ashburn， 生命中有黑暗有光，时光虽遥远，Blackstock，
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right.
所以是一本怎么说？是作者自己的原作者怎么这样？就先从哪些话题切入说？血色夜晚的悲剧，在经历了大猎杀的冲击之后，只有少数人存活，这是其中之一。我还记得敌人突然袭击是遭矛头打得措手不及。那些夜晚血流成河幸存的一些人选择了流亡，我不怪他们，但我为他们的缺乏毅力感到遗憾，因为我们需要勇气来保护帝国的利益，需要勇气来捍卫所主张的价值观。你是否都还记得威廉马歇尔从来没有低下过头？我挚爱的创造者也许早已 保存了警惕时是用协议来提醒自己的身份追求，让传奇人物做他的姿态。为了信这位骑士交谈多次，他对我说起天使之类是一种神圣的爱所有人的主观是饥饿感，且即便他知道这种生物是不存在，也从来不搜寻。钦佩他的执着，正是这种执着使我坚不可摧的心理之一。某种比我们更重要的观念，无论在将来何时，它都是我们在大猎杀中营造敌人的毒手。阿斯考将会被重建，那是一种理想。摘自阿斯考的创始人类的旅行剧中。
Hello again, Jonathan. To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
Sorry to disturb you again, but could you spare me a few minutes?
Of course, my dear. Always a pleasure to speak with you.
Concerning your investigation.
Yes?
Are you truly seeking to identify my maker?
I cannot promise you anything, but yes. I am conducting some research of my own.
Do you know if the epidemic has affected many people in the West End?
I confess I've been more concerned by events in the East End. The wealthy have more efficient ways of dealing with infection.
But this is no common epidemic.
That is true. I must tell my daughter to stay at home for a few days. But the girl is stubborn and fiercely independent, much like her mother.
这个时候，我觉得，虽然刚才读到日记上，知道他有一点让这样子的消息，就主下来说应该是，我觉得他应该多了几句，或者有些可能，有些是说，他去完那个阿斯卡同行会之后，再回来进行这些对话。
Do you think we shall ever see better days? Or at least better nights?
I know not, Jonathan. I have seen some horrid days in my long lifetime. Experience has taught me that one cannot outrun the fates.
When all of this is over, the war and the epidemic, we could leave the city for a while. Travel around Europe, you and I.
Traveling is always so complicated for us poor creatures of the night. But yes, I would be glad to travel the world with you, my dear.
Will you tell me your story one day, Lady Ashbury?
One of them, perhaps. I have had so many lives, Jonathan. Eternity may not be enough to relate them all.
Goodbye, Elizabeth. So, time to visit the Ascalon Club.
车子，就可以在这讲。这扇门应该对。
It's locked.
目标就在这边，别说得往北边绕大圈进去，这边没在这上，这边这样走。要盯上人，检查我身上的证件，去检查。
He's dead! Murdering bastard!
Asshole. 这些家伙，哎，叫声很难听。哎，此路不通。我来这电脑门上捅一下洞。秀一下。 抽了那么久，我还以为他突然想变身什么。这步看起来过得去。倒霉鬼。这什么情况
You Londoners are no match for me! I shall fear no evil! Put an end to you!
Best turn around if I were you.
He's dead! You're dead with this ugly fucker! We'll crush this beast. Christ, he's back! Bloody lynch! Away with you!
It's locked, all right.
这个区域应该也不会需要从军进去偷进对方场所，是巨型的。
I cannot enter.
Recognize him? No. This one ain't on our list.
Well, that's one less anyway. It'll make McCullough happy.
That was the vampire I saw earlier. This war takes no prisoners. It's locked.
死了，赶紧砍死他，然后就死在臭烘烘臭烘烘的玩意儿里面。Jesus。贪刀是并不容易的。在体育尸体，上面好像还没有讲，应该是任务道具。
Better go home, sir.
先从上开始。
Come closer! Steady, boys, we've got one of them. Want some of this? He's down! Finish it!
没注意到自己没写，他会说，也可以使用技能的信息，然后被那东西喷到会造成身上有持续伤害。Got my ass kicked. Shit. 这次。
Civilians allowed.
What?
Oh! I'm talking to you, you twat! Stupid beast! Want some of this? All of you bloody beasts need killing! I'll take a tap! I'll send you back in the fucking grave!战斗和所有结案和怎么协同中的毅力，也许是其中最糟糕的一种是非常战斗。即便他人是一个强大的经验，无论智慧或是狡诈的天性，毅力在行动十分直接。在任何可能实现安全的散布中国疾病，毅力是疾病是病毒来感染的发生，所造成疾病的快出现病态点，似乎在这地球上行走唯一就会制造瘟疫，就好像皮肤本身颜色传播疾病一样，毅力会聪明狡诈地妥协，怎么而有选择？即便重伤也不会死去，污染水下两残火焰，这就是毅力最喜欢做的事。这样可取怨气堕落的天性，但是如此稀少，具有了非常有限。懒惰的生态会让不应该被视为是吸血鬼或信徒的也是别的什么东西。我只知道，经发现所有毅力都必须与任何异样手段被消灭。这一次了解别的领袖卡尔的危机。所以这个又是新品种嘛，没有见到。
I cannot enter.
Keep out.这边才是。这边好像这边就是这边才是我说。OK， 这边可以进到这边去。OK， 应该是类似检查上面检查行政。
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
Dead inside. 左边这条小路里面进去之后，还有一个讨厌鬼。
Stupid beast! Back in the crate!
OK， 它会瞬移，然后在瞬移之后，原地会留下一团毒烟，然后这毒烟跟一些烟的家伙们喷你一样，沾到就会造成持续伤害，就有死不多死。快拿下那个安全物件。Oh no! 希望可以干净。
I have this thirst for blood.
Are you from Ascalon? I don't care! Stupid newborn!
但我等级好像太低，我觉得他就是7等，然后我的20等都还没到。Oh no！ shit！ 路上这样的车上是吧？等着来给我2个。 什么刚复活的时候身上的血一量那么少呢？
This one's mine!
It's locked.
这是我家。
What do you want from me?
号上面。
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need help, sir?
I think I'm fine. But what happened to my jailer? Be careful. He's as vicious as he is strong.
You don't have to worry about him anymore. What happened here?
I am Tadao Kimura. I was imprisoned by this lunatic for several days. I thought I was going to die here.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura. If you hurry, you should be able to get home safely.
It seems that I owe you my life. You have all my gratitude, Dr. Reed, since it is the most precious thing I possess.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
This time of the year. Yes, Jonathan. Spending next summer in France. Absolutely. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
Your father and I have spoken about your fiancé, Mary. We believe he'll be an honorable husband for you. We'll set a date for the marriage then. That way, I'm sure one of my children will give me grandchildren. I understand your thirst for knowledge, Jonathan, and your father and I are proud of it. But you are not that young anymore, my son. When will I meet your soulmate? You can ascribe my romantic tendencies to my French origins if you want, Aubrey. But I'll never cease to believe in a match made in heaven, my beloved.
I really wish you could meet her, Mother. You would love her.
Talk to me.
Mother, good evening.
Jonathan! Is it you? Where have you been, my prodigal son?
I'm right here, Mother. I'm finally home.
Yes, for this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now found. But where is your sister? Where is Mary?
Mary? She is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me right now? Why should it be any different with your sister?
But Mary really is dead, Mother.
Yes. And are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead? And my grandson? And my son-in-law? You're all gone. But you all still visit me from time to time.
But I'm not dead, Mother. I'm really here, talking to you, trying not to cry.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. But of course you're dead, my darling boy. Just look at you, as pale as my Mary.
Do you really see Mary and Father? Do you also see me as one of the dead?
Yes. For many years it was just a game. Since your father left us without a word, I took to the habit of speaking to him.
Yes, I remember. I sometimes spied on you and listened to you talking with Father in the garden. It made me so angry then. But it was just a game, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. But since then, my poor dead Mary visited me in my room. She led me to her grave, and there you were. I now know the dead can haunt us.
I'm so sorry. You did not deserve to endure this. Mary should never have done this to you.
That's true, my son. But you know what the worst part is? I liked it when Mary spoke in my head. Now she is silent, and it makes me so sad.
Should I leave you alone? Just ask, and I swear you'll never hear from me again.
Oh, no, Johnny. You're always welcome in this house. And one day, when I finally die, we'll all be together again, just as Mary promised us.
Mother, do you know what's been going on in this area?
Not really. I don't go out much due to the epidemic, and when I do, I tend to get lost.
What do you mean you get lost? I hope you don't go outside alone.
Of course not. When I go out, your father always comes with me, but he leaves me there sometimes, and I have trouble finding the way back.
Have you returned to Whitechapel Cemetery since Mary's funeral?
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait. I think I went back once. And you were there too. And Mary? No, that can't be true.
It was just a bad dream, Mother.
A nightmare, yes. Mary was so angry. I walked back home alone. If that kind policeman had not called Avery from the station, I don't know what would have happened.
Do you need anything, Mother? Can I help you?
I just want you to stay with me, Jonathan. your room is ready. I asked Avery to make your bed.
I'll stay as long as I can, I promise. Do you need anything else?
Just one thing. Stop staring at me like that. As much as I love you, it breaks my heart to look at those empty and dead eyes.
Are you working on a new painting?
Not recently. I have trouble focusing on my subject, and my mind quickly drifts. It's the same thing when I try to write poetry.
I recently met a talented painter with an excellent technique. I wish you two could meet. I'm sure you'd like her.
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name? Is she famous? Is she dead too?
She's not famous, and her name is of no importance. And yes, she is also dead.
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad to welcome her into my home.
他大概不会那么社交性质，让谁都可以把它看起来是一个有趣的镜头。
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
也是自家看起来最舒适安心。这个应该是我们老管家，这个是谁？奥布里面的第一封信，1908年4月40日的这个亲人。当你收到这封信的时候，你应该已经35岁了，否则也而我也早已经不在了。觉得给你写这封信在几年内都不会读。我觉得给你写这封你在几年内都不会读到的信，是我挣扎了很长一段时间想知道怎么做。最好的给你写这封信，让我想起你小时候为你发明的难题啊，我多么喜欢这些，好吧？我现在第一场最好的游戏是。
Jonathan, my dear, bring me my glasses. I feel like reading.
稍等，马上就来。他奖励可能会少一些，这一次你碰见了我大胆不记这个吧。但也许会得到一些真相。这将是我唯一尝试想解释为什么我会不做任何解释的离开我家人。如果你想知道原因，只要玩我这个小游戏就好。一切学剧孩子把形成保证我家人过去的事，并且现在人们出门前，我还记得第一次把你放在怀里的感觉，都是我的珍宝，宝贝，我看着你们长大玩耍欢笑。每当我回家时，这一切是我的心中的温暖，唯一或者我的心好，我的妻子，但是命运最终找到了我，不得不做出艰难的决定。这些难是我大意的第一个，我还是决定做了，快要对下身甚至就在祈求的经历，想着你做的就是集中坚韧的快。如果你想找到下一封信，就想一想阳光明媚的星期里，青翠草地高大树木，那你的父亲奥布里德。
I remember Sunday walks in the park.
大概知道会是哪个会
Yes, Jonathan. Spending next summer in France.
是这个吗？这是你爸爸。你还需要眼镜吗？
Hello again, Mother.
Jonathan, back already. Good, good. I was just about to go outside to find you. You shouldn't stay away for so long.
Father seems to have left me some documents. Some sort of treasure hunt game. Do you know anything about them?
No, Johnny. But your father always loved to write these little games for you when you were a boy. Don't you remember?
I remember now. He used to post me these riddles, as though they were sent by a mysterious games master. I'd spend weeks trying to decipher them.
Your father was always so proud each time you found the answer. He was not just the serious doer banker everybody thought he was.
I was proud too. How could I forget that?
The important thing is that you remember it now. I'll tell your father the next time I see him. He'll be so happy.
Could Father have conceived some sort of final game for me before he left?
I really can't say, Johnny. Perhaps you should talk with Avery about that. He was your father's confidant, more than I.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon. Yes, Jonathan? Spending next summer.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan? I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle. We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister. What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reed expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
How is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reed is very fragile since the police brought her back home.
The police? What happened?
Miss Reed was found walking in the streets. She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter. She's resting now.
Has she received appropriate medical care?
I'm taking care of Miss Reed myself. Hospitals are so overwhelmed by the epidemic that they can only accept patients infected by influenza.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip. Somewhere sunny, like France. She has always been very fond of France. I think leaving London could do her good.
I'm afraid Miss Reed is too frail for the moment. Recently, she started going out at night without remembering it. I have to watch her carefully.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I'm sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan. All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
其实有偷偷出席，只是在旁边偷看。
Do you know my mother speaks to the dead members of this family?
Yes. I sometimes hear her speaking to you, Miss Mary, and her baby. Sometimes your father, too.
So she thinks I'm also dead. And what about you?
I believe she only sees her relatives as the dead she speaks to, Mr. Jonathan. It breaks my heart to see Miss Reed like that.
She may get better. It's only a hypothesis, but I know my mother is strong. Whatever illusions have clouded her mind, they will fade in time.
Yes. With time, Miss Reed will recover from this cursed year. I know that your return can only be beneficial to that process.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
乔纳森的老母亲，现在也只剩 Avery 一个人在照顾了。但是他也，而且好像问过2次，他都没有表现出来。
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
Do you really think I don't take enough care of my mother, Avery?
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly have something more to say. Speak your mind, Avery.
I know you work hard to help the sick, but what will you do once the epidemic is over?
My home is here, and I have nowhere else to go. But this house will need some improvements if I move here. Some radical changes.
That's good news. Whatever changes you have in mind, I'm sure we will find an arrangement that suits your mother also.
I found an old letter written by my father and addressed to me. Do you know anything about it, Avery?
Your father wanted me to give you this letter for your 35th birthday, but you left for the war, and the letter remained in his office until tonight.
I realize now you knew my father better than I did. Do you know why he left, Avery? Did he ever speak to you about his departure?
No, sir. Mr. Reed was not exactly forthcoming. Perhaps this letter will give you the information you require.
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan. But please return as soon as possible. Yes, Mr. Jonathan?
Goodbye.
Of course.
像我几天前告诉你那样，可能要被迫离开英国，哪怕是几个月让我离开的时候知道我自己的风险，希望你能好好照顾对方，我已经做了所有必要的安排。只要你能